Hi Vogue, it's me, Allie Glines. I'm just kidding you. Listen, I am somebody who loves to watch the Vogue beauty secrets videos, and I thought to myself, I want to create my own because I've also seen people pretending that they're in a Vogue beauty secrets video, and I was like, I need to do that. So here we are in my bathroom. I'm gonna show you guys my little morning routine. We're gonna do some skincare and some makeup using my favorite things. So the first thing is this Mara Algae Enzyme Cleansing Oil. It's one of my favorite skincare products ever. I do sometimes use this at night too, but in the morning, it's just like so refreshing and hydrating. I just go straight onto my skin. This has enzymes in it that kind of breaks down any dead skin and just exfoliates the face very gently. But since it's an oil, it's also super hydrating, so I just love it in the morning to prep my skin for the day. I've been trying out this new Rhode glazing milk. I bought it when it launched and I've been using it ever since it arrived, and I really, really like it. So I take just a bit of that into the palm of my hands, kind of warm it up, and then press it into the skin. This is like an essence, so it helps your other skincare products absorb better. But I've never tried anything quite like this, and my skin seems to be happy so far. Next is my Dieux serum. This is the Deliverance Trinity Serum, and it is spectacular. I love this. When in doubt, I use the Dieux serum. It is so good. My skin loves this stuff. I'm obsessed with the Dieux Instant Angel Moisturizer. This is like my current go-to. I went through an entire bottle of this, and this is my second one. It's a little bit more of a rich moisturizer, but I still use it in the daytime because I feel like it just absorbs into the skin so well. And then I also use it at night. I use a little more at night, and it just hydrates the skin so beautifully. Time for eye cream. This is also from Dieux. I'm a huge fan of this skincare line right now. So I'm just gonna pat that around the eyes. And then I can't forget sunscreen. This is my favorite right now. This is Summer Friday's Shadedrops. It's a mineral milk sunscreen, and it is spectacular. I love this because it works so well underneath makeup. So I love to use it as my last step in my skincare routine. And then I feel like my skin is perfectly prepped for makeup. Can't forget the ears. And then I'm gonna prep my lips with a little bit of the Rhode Peptide lip treatment. This is also my current overnight lip mask. It's so good, I love it. So for makeup, I'm gonna do something really easy, effortless, which is usually my vibe. But I also like to have a little bit of glamour as well. Since I already prepped my skin with my skincare, I'm gonna skip primer because I feel like I have plenty of products underneath. And I'm gonna go into my Bourjois Healthy Mix Foundation. This is one of my favorites, especially for more of a skincare feeling type of a base. I'm gonna grab my foundation brush, which you guys, this is my everyday tools bag, and you can see how much I fit in here. I literally put my sponge in here, my puffs. I even squeeze a mirror on top when I travel. And then of course, so many brushes. I specifically designed this so that my double-ended brushes wouldn't get smashed during travel. So I'm gonna grab my foundation brush and just start applying this all over the face. And then I like to take what's left on the back of my hand with my sponge and just press that into the skin. For concealer, I'm gonna take one of my current favorites. This is the Givenchy Prisme Libre Concealer in the shade N95. This shade is a little bit closer to my skin tone, but when it comes to a more everyday look, I feel like when I match my concealer, even my under eye concealer, a little more closely to my skin tone, it just looks more natural. I'm also gonna use this to kind of add coverage to the cheeks, over any blemishes or dark spots. And then I'm just gonna blend that out with my sponge as well. I love a good cream contour, so I'm going into my Milk Makeup Sculpt Stick in the shade Toasted. This is tiny, but a little goes a long way. I'm just sculpting out the cheekbones and then of course going along the jawline and down the neck. I've been loving this little nose contour brush from Patrick Ta, and I wanted to try out this new Thrive Causemetics bronzer stick. This is the shade Mo. It's a little bit lighter than the Milk Makeup one, so I thought for every day it would be perfect to do a little nose contour with. So let's try it. I love how this brush kind of just like nestles into the brow area, and then you can just blend it right down. I'm just gonna press that in with my sponge. Before I go into powder, I wanted to use a little cream blush. I've been loving this Soft Pop Plumping Blush Veil from Mario. It's in the shade Perfect Pink. And I feel like it really is such a perfect pink shade. So I'm just gonna apply that to the cheeks, just for a bit of color. It wouldn't be an Allie Glines tutorial without the Huda Beauty Easy Bake Powder. I'm gonna use the shade Sugar Cookie. This stuff is just unmatched. I love to use my little beauty blender puff for this. And I literally just take the powder on the puff and go directly underneath the eyes to start to set. I also go through the T-zone with the puff. And then with a fluffy brush, I like to lightly set the cream on the outside of the face. I'm gonna go into bronzer now. This is the Milani Silky Matte Bronzer, one of my all-time favorite bronzers. I'm just gonna start adding a little bit more bronzer around the perimeters of the face, just for a little extra summer glow. After bronzer, I always go into brows, so I'm just gonna fill in my brows with my Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil. I'm gonna jump into eyes now. I always like to use whatever powder bronzer I have to start my eye look for an everyday situation, so I'm just gonna kind of throw this into the crease. And for a really quick eye look, these are fabulous. This is the Bobbi Brown Dual-Ended Longwear Cream Shadow Stick. I love this one right here specifically, Nude Beach and Pink Mercury, but I wanted to try out this shade, Antique Rose and Platinum Pink. It just takes the guesswork out of things, which I love. So I literally just scribble these into the eye, starting with the matte color and then taking my brush and buffing it out. These are some of the only shadow sticks that don't crease on me throughout the day. Most do. I'm taking that on the lower lash line as well. And then I'm just gonna flip it over to the other side. This is Platinum Pink. And I like to use the shimmer shade all over the eyelid. So I'm just gonna kind of color that all over the lid and then just take my fingertip to pat that out. I'm also gonna use that as my inner corner highlight and drag it across the lower lash line just a little bit. I love a little bit of sparkle on the eyes during the day, so I'm gonna take my Kaja eyeshadow stack in the shade Rose Water, and I'm just gonna go into the very top shade. I think this is so stunning. I'm just gonna press that on top of the lighter cream shadow that I just applied. And the cream shadow really adheres to the glitter and makes it extra sparkly. I love it. Isn't that so pretty? Hopefully it's capturing on camera the way it is in person. I'm obsessed. I'm going into mascara now. This is the Thrive Causemetics Liquid Lash Extensions Mascara. One of my all-time favorite mascara formulas. I'm just gonna really layer this up on the lashes. I almost forgot. I wanted to add a little bit of this Chantecaille pencil into the waterline just to kind of brighten things up. I love blush so much, and even though I just applied cream blush, I also love to layer powder blushes on top. And on days where I can't decide, I just take a blush palette. This one's from Laura Lee. It's the Blush Aesthetic. And I think I'm gonna go in with a little bit of this color, some of this color, and this one. So I'm gonna mix three. I know that's so extra, but I love blush. I'm just gonna layer that up on the apples of the cheeks. I'm gonna take a little bit of the same blushes on an eyeshadow brush and just add that to the crease of the eye to tie everything together. I'm gonna wipe off any foundation that got on the lips, and I'm gonna line the lips with the NYX Nude Truffle. I'm just gonna do a little gloss today. This is the Milani Keep It Full Nourishing Lip Plumper in the shade Sparkling Pink, which is so pretty. I love that lip combo, so nice. All right, we gotta assess the situation, make sure everything looks the way I want it to. Add a little more bronzer, of course. And then I'm gonna set the face with the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. I'm not shy with this stuff. I let that dry about halfway, and then I like to take my sponge and just press the setting spray into the skin. One of my favorite little beauty secrets is taking a bit of powder after setting spray, just to lock in the areas that you really don't want shine. It just never looks powdery when you go back in with powder after setting spray. I think because while the skin is still damp, it kind of grips onto the powder and melts it into the skin. I can't live without a little clear brow gel, so I'm gonna throw some into the brows. And then I'm gonna finish off my look and my vibe with a little perfume. I love this one right here from St. Rose. It's Juliet and White. It is so beautiful. A little goes a long way though, so just a little spritz. Oh, it smells amazing. I love this stuff, it's so good. I almost forgot. I wanted to add a little bit of the ColourPop Lunch Money highlighter. So I just dip into the pan with my sponge and just place that on the very high points of the cheeks, just for an extra glow. I mean, that stuff is so good, I love it. And then I think we're done. I think that's it. So thank you for watching my Vogue Beauty Secrets inspired video. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know in the comments down below if you would like to see more videos in this style. I'm not actually filming for Vogue, obviously, but if you want to see other videos in natural light, or if you like this style, like this Vogue style, let me know. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe before you go, and thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Love you. Bye.